Nook and another episode of Focus on Fundamentals. Today I thought I would share with you the difference between best press and flatter. A lot of you know and use best press, but some of you may not have heard about flatter or don't know much about it. So I thought we'd go through that real quick for you today. So best press is a starch alternative. It is used to stiffen your fabric. If you want your fabric stiffened, why would you want your fabric stiff? You might want your fabric stiff if you were working on a block that had a lot of bias, or if you had to cut pieces that were on the bias and try to sew them together, because you don't want to work with bias that's not stabilized. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to saturate this little piece of fabric right here with some best press. And you always want to make sure it's good and dry before you start using it or working with the fabric. And you can put on layer after layer if you need to make it as stiff as you want it to be. I've used best press when I do star blocks that you cut diagonals. You cut your strips in diagonals for stars and try to put them back together like a Star of Bethlehem quilt. So that leaves your fabric pretty stiff. Okay, and when you go to cut that, it's not going to, sorry about the phone, guys. It's not going to ravel as much. You're going to get a crisper cut. So that's our best press. Okay. Now for flatter. Flatter, if you're not familiar, is a wrinkle release, for lack of a better term. This is a biodegradable product. It's all natural. It comes out of Canada, and they do soak, which is for lingerie. You can wash your quilts in it. It's just a nice, gentle soap, and flatter is from them as well. So with flatter, the way I like to describe it, if you iron in a crease in your fabric, or you have a bolt that has a nice crease in it, you can't iron those out, no matter what you do. Okay, that crease is still there. If you use best press, all you're doing is stiffening that fabric. It's not going to release that crease. But if you use best press, and just hit it a little bit, hit it with your iron, that crease is gone, and it does not affect the hand of your fabric. It still stays very nice. I've used flatter. I've showed it at a show once. Had one piece of fabric, and I sprayed it for the entire 8 hours I was there, and it never, ever got stiff, okay? Because it's not supposed to. It's a wrinkle release. It will take out wrinkles out of your fabric. If you happen to get the beginning or end of a bolt of fabric, it's all scrunched up. Just hit it with your flatter. You will have no problems, okay? Whereas best press, it keeps it stiff. And you don't want stiff if you just want to get rid of your creases, okay? So I hope that makes sense. A little short video for you today. If you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to come in and try it out. Flatter comes in a ton of different scents that you may like, as well as unscented. So until next week, have a great day.